Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 35 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for the running of the Pinty's 400. World Tour 35 continues, and this time we're north of the border here in Canada for an exciting 20-lap race around this tricky 10-turn road course. There you see the track layout on the screen. It'll be the first road course race for these drivers since we went to Watkins Glen a couple weeks back. So this is, I believe this is only their third road course race this season for the Cup Series. So we're about to see some action here in the left and right turns in Canada. Anyway, on the pole for this race will be the 41 of Diego Yepes. On the outside will be the 10 of Brianna Russell. Steve Morgan and Joseph Romanuk make up row 2, and then Austin Stitzel and Donovan Duthin make up row 3. Philip Goldberg and Marcus Sachi in row 4, and Sharon Evans and Pichu round out your top 10 here in this race. And starting in the 28th position will be Anthony Lopez, who was our winner last week from Mexico, and he and the 96 got their third win of the season last weekend. So now let's see who's going to be the next winner here in the Pokemon Cup Series at Canadian Tire. Here we go. We're going trackside for command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Be there at the end. It's a long race. We just got same contention, no mistakes. That's the big key. No mistakes today. We get up there, we get in the top 10, we ride. That's what we got to do today.
Going to be a fun 20-lap road course race. The first stage will end after lap 5. The second stage ends after lap 10, and it comes down to the final 10-lap stage to determine who wins here today at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Here we go. We're about to go green here for 20 laps at Canadian Tire up north of the border in Canada. Who's going to take home the win? Green flag is in the air, and here we go in the Pinty's 400. Pretty good start for Diego Yepes, as he's already pulled ahead over his teammate in the number 10 car. Stuart Haas run a front row start here in Canada, and right now everybody is clean. Going downhill now, the turns are tricky. The curves are really much more banked than Sonoma and Watkins Glen. They're much more challenging. And so far down the Mario Andretti straightaway into the kink, and looks like everybody's going to be able to make it through. It's only the first lap of the race. Already these guys are really trying hard out here, trying to navigate through the corners of Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. And now the leader is going to be Yepes on the first lap. He's going to be your leader. So first lap goes to Yepes in the 41 car. Russell a little bit far behind his teammate. Both of them trying to win and get into the PCS playoffs. The only Stuart-Haas driver to lock himself in the playoffs, or herself I should say, with Brianna Russell, is Zachary Fitzwater among the Stuart-Haas cars. Let's see if they'll add a second car in this race. We might have a battle for the lead as Russell looks a little low. Sure looked like Russell was going to have a run on that bottom lane, trying to force the 41 down the kink, trying to be in the grass and trying to make a run for it. Yepes trying to put a block. Obviously, even though they're teammates, he's still trying to win this race like everybody else. He's trying to make the playoffs. So obviously not going to help out his teammate trying to make a move for herself. Second lap in the books already at Canadian Tire. These guys are running real close. Look at this, a battle for dead last here, and Joshua Sakulli makes the pass work. Fitzwater goes down to last place. Wow. We saw how the 41 struggled a little bit in the corner in the kink coming up twice, and I think Russell is going to try to take advantage of that. Here we go into the kink. Here comes Russell for the race lead. Going uphill, trying to get the run. Doesn't have the draft, but she's going to try to do it. Here she comes. Still trying to keep him uphill. Going downhill now. Here comes Russell trying to complete the pass on Yepes. And she's going to get him. Donovan Duthit going for third place. Trying to make it stick over Steve Morgan. And he got it. Very aggressive passes on lap 3. And that puts Brianna Russell in front. She waited until the right time on the third lap and she made the move. Made the pass work. And now she's in the lead. So patience pays off for the number 10 car as she goes out in front here on the 4th lap. Donovan Duthit, we saw him move up to 3rd place over Steve Morgan. Maybe trying to make a move into the top 2. And it looks like Russell's going to make it through the kink with no problems. No loose. Oh, wow. They're getting real loose in the corner. Oh, wow. They're spinning. Now they're getting loose. One car spins. That's Reagan Whitlock. Evan Hunter's around. Having trouble in the kink on the 4th lap. Things are getting really dicey now. What was the caution out for anyway? I gotta check. I gotta know when the caution came out. Because I saw yellow lights come on. Something must have happened to bring the caution out. Oh wow, right here. I think it was Evan Hunter that brought the caution. I believe it was Evan Hunter that brought the caution, but boy, things got real intense in the kink here as you see cars getting held up, but Evan Hunter brought the caution out as he fully spun out on the kink corner as Reagan Whitlock also locked up his brakes. Benjamin Miles also caught up as well. Like there was no crash, but cars were spinning, and Evan Hunter, he's still stuck. Went in the tires, he just couldn't get his car to control. He just couldn't get the car to go back out on track, and he spins too. So that's why the yellow came out as Hunter with major problems down the kink. Very slow. So is Cullen Francis, and Brianna Russell is going to take the caution flag as the leader. I wonder if she's going to hold on to win stage 1. And yes, they will, and guess what? They're pitting under caution. So Brianna Russell leads, and will take the 10 bonus points and the playoff point as well. So now the question is, let's see how pit stops work. How do pit stops work at Canadian Tire? Wow, a lot of bumping. A lot of cars bumping each other. That might be tough. Oh, wow! Sharona Evans gets into Pichu, and she flips over. Wow! Like, Pichu was trying to get into his stall, and then... Wait, what? What just happened? She just flipped over. Look at that. She just magically flipped upside down. Wow, there wasn't even an animation to flip her over. She just went from on her side to being upside down that quick. Wow, that's weird. And right in the back of the 11 too. Wow. The pit entry here is really, really tight. Oh my gosh. That is bizarre. Wow. Cars are coming off. Donovan Duthit comes out first. How about the 43? Out first off pit road. Wow, he's the leader now, and Russell is going to follow behind him. Yepes, and then Morgan and Sachi, top 5 drivers out of pit road. A lot of trouble for the 78 car off pit road as she goes for a wild ride after Pichu collided with the 78 onto pit road. Wow. So new tires for everybody. Let's see how they'll work at Canadian Tire. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air. Here comes Evans, wasting no time, trying to make a move on the 43. Going up high now, a little bit of a risky move. Probably going to have to hold off until the kink. Still right behind Duthet. Russell has had a fast car today. She took the lead on lap 3 and then the caution came out. And now we'll see if she'll do it again. Here she comes into the kink, her best run. This time she might get help from her teammate. Well, not quite there, and somehow Don Duthet was first on the brakes. Russell's not giving up. She's getting the help from the 41 here. A little bit of a push. Oh wow, look at Yepes going to second place over Russell. Into the corner, trying to complete the move and can't quite do it. Looked like he was going to make the pass for second place there, but wasn't able to do so. And now Joseph Romanek has just moved up to 4th with the pass on Steve Morgan. Marcus Sachi was trying to follow in the line, but he's going to get off track. Still trying to get by Morgan. And here we go back to the kink. That's where Brianna Russell's best line has been at. So let's see if she can do it again down the kink. Here we go again. Here she comes again. Getting real loose. Still side by side. Here comes Russell. Trying to retake the lead. This has been the best part for her. This has been the best part the 10 has been good at. So here they go downhill, up the hills. Here comes Russell, trying to stick it, and she makes it. Russell's back in front. Russell's back in front of the lead again on lap 9. And there you see 48 just got by 20. And 47 just got by 99. See the cars with damage here today. But the 10 car is still holding strong. And Evan Hunter, I almost forgot to mention, he's out of the race now with a camshaft. And he was the one that brought the first caution out in the race. Oh boy, wow, look at Yepes. He was trying to get that second spot away from Donovan Duthet, trying to join alongside her teammate, his teammate. Right now this race has been Brianna Russell's one to lose, as she is out in front, and she, wow, probably is now going to lead the most laps with this lap lead if she holds on. Still 11 more laps around, and this is the last lap of stage 2 coming up. Looks like Grayson Acevedo got caught up in some trouble, and he's off the pace. And looks like the top 10 has not changed from the last lap. And there you see Sebastian Kukulon in the 3 car, and he's running a very interesting paint scheme. A retro scheme that was made by a fan that pays tribute to Dale Earnhardt. To Dale Earnhardt's GM Goodwrench Plus scheme in the 90s. So it was really nice effort for that fan real nice for that fan to make a scheme like this. It's awesome. I think I found it somewhere in Stunard Racing. You can download it. it's a really cool scheme. And he also did one with the E3 ethanol with the regular Goodwrench look. So, thought I gave that a try. Looks real nice. Wow, looked like Yepes was trying to close in on the 43 and can't quite get there. Into the S curves, coming to 10 laps to go, and stage 2 is going to end with Brianna Russell taking it. Another playoff point for the 10 team. If she makes the playoffs with a win. Otherwise, those playoff points will be all for naught if she doesn't even make the playoffs. Oh, look at Romanek trying to go up to the high line, trying to pass Donovan Duthet. Getting the bump from the 51, and the 41 is going to try to pass him into the kink. He got him now, but can he go on the bottom and block? And yes, he can. He went on the bottom to block it. He's got the second spot. How about that? He didn't even wait till the kink to make that pass. Now he's running second again. Joseph Romanek right behind him. He's on his tail. Oh, it looked like we had a little bit of a three-wide battle in the back there. Wow. Here comes Romanek on the bumper of the 43. Trying to nudge him out of the way here, trying to get that move. Romanek's real close to the bumper of the 43. Just 9 more laps to go in Canada. Josh Drake's up to 6th position. Not a bad run for the 92. Eli Bright just went by the 7 of Ryan Butcher. And Priya McShane is now trying to get by Butcher for a top 10 spot. Looks like Butcher, though, wants to retaliate and wants to get Eli Bright. So here we go, Butcher versus McShane in the battle there. And who's going to win that battle? Looks like it's going to be Bright. And Butcher beating out McShane. There's Roger Ray and Billy Bishop battling for position here. As Bishop goes low and trying to get that run from Ray. And Lopez running 18th now, so not a great race for the 96 team. But again, rest assured, they're going to be a factor later on in the playoffs, as they have 3 wins already this season, so not too worried about locking his playoff spot right now. So he's just going to run the rest of the races like smoothly, and is going to try to get a 4th win before the playoffs begin. 8 laps left in Canada. Surprisingly, only 1 yellow has been brought in today's race. Miles and Acevedo, a little trouble there. Still very slow off the pace, but they're going to continue and going to try to race on. And Sharona Evans, unfortunately, has just called it quits. We saw earlier Sharona Evans had some trouble on pit road when she made contact with Pichu and flipped over on pit road, actually. But unfortunately, though, they weren't able to get her back out on track after that. So her day is done. But at least the other female driver in this field is making a real big impact in this race, and that's Brianna Russell. 7 laps to go from a win and locking herself in the playoffs. And Brianna Russell, by the way, never mind. Yeah. She'd be the second Stewart-Haas car to be in the playoffs, along with teammate Zachary Fitzwater. I'm not sure if Yepes locked himself in yet. I don't believe he did, but he's trying to catch up to the 10. Racing so far has been pretty good for these two, and now Donovan Duthet and Joseph Roman are going to battle for 3rd place. Oh, Yepes is loose a little bit. It's going to leave a little door open for the 43 to take that second spot away. So right now the top 5 are all battling for the win. And Cassandra Kirker just took 6th place. She just took the 6th spot away from Josh Drake. Battles brewing here in the top 10. As they're going up, down, left, right. And 6 laps to go here at Canadian Tire. We'll see what happens here. And there's John Andrews, another one of the winners from the World Tour this season. He got his 2nd win of the season at Calder Park in Australia. That was a crazy race there, but John Andrews took the win there. And he's now running 29th, not battling his own teammate Ezekiel Hines for position, but Andrews already with 2 wins, already assured of a playoff spot. And it will definitely be a factor with those 2 race wins and playoff points he's gotten through all the season. All these winners are going to earn a lot of playoff points in this race. It looks like Romanek might have just lost the battle. And now Yepes has closed in on Russell suddenly. And he might try to go for the lead. Trying to bump Russell out of the way. Russell's trying to put a block. Here comes Yepes trying to get her on the side. In the bumper, trying to use the bump and run. Russell's trying to block the 41. With 5 to go, they're bumper to bumper now. Yepes took a lot. Well, I don't know what happened to Russell in that last lap, but now Yepes hopes to get back in that lead. 5 laps to go. This could get intense. So now Yepes, we'll see if he'll make a move. Right here in the kink, as Russell's been so good on the kink so far. Let's see if she holds on. And a perfect run down the kink for Brianna Russell. She really needed that. Really needed to try to shake off her teammate there, but she's able to get there. But Romanek's trying for 3rd. Let's see if he goes for 3rd place here. Oh, it's bump neck and neck now. Romanek and Duthin in the 3rd position battle. And Romanek just took that 3rd spot away. Joseph Romanek took 3rd. Oh no, 43's loose. And very slow. Now the cars are getting slow. Getting loose. Oh, I don't know if they're trying to get on the pit road or something. Oh boy, this could be trouble. Oh, John Andrews is very slow. And he can't get into pit road either. 18 just wrecked. I think yellow's going to come out. Yes, it will. The 18 just wrecked. 21 just wrecked on the pit road. What are the odds of that happening? Wow. So it's going to come down to overtime here at Canadian Tire. Seeing how these guys raced real close. It's going to be a fun fight to the finish. So Russell looks like she'll lead under the overtime period unless if something catastrophic happens before they take the yellow. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Look at all these cars slowing up. Wow, never expected this to happen. Russell in the lead now, and here she comes. Gonna take the lead under caution. It'll be overtime here at Canadian Tire. How about that? Wow. This is going to be a very fun finish. Oh boy. Looks like they're not taking pit stops now. That's so weird, but Brianna Russell will lead to overtime here in Canadian Tire, so you don't want to miss it. We'll be back. Here we go, overtime here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Never expected overtime to happen here, especially when we had a mostly green flag race up until 3 laps to go, except for that one caution in the fourth lap of the race. But here we are. 2 laps, no cautions. They're going to go all out for the win. We'll see if Brianna Russell can hold on, or will Diego Yepes take the win. Who knows? Neither one of them could win here after 2 laps. So here we go. Green flag is going to come out. Canada. 2-lap dash. We're back to green. And look at Joseph Romanuk. A great start for him. He's now into 2nd place. And Diego Yepes dropped to 4th. Not a good run for that 41 in overtime, and now he might lose 4th place to Steve Morgan. Now the field is all together now. We'll see what happens. The 10 has been so good on the kink in the first couple laps. Let's see if she hangs on here. Looks like she's hanged on a little bit. Romanuk, though, is knocking on her door. Here comes the 51, down low, trying to get a run. I'm sure the 10 were trying to block the 51. And now there's still one more lap left. We'll see if Romanuk can get by Russell. Will Russell hang on for the win? Here they go, coming to the white flag with 1 lap to go for Brianna Russell here in Canada. Let's see if Russell can do it. She's going to have to hold off a former Cup champion to get the win. So let's see if Russell can add her name to the playoff field, which would give the field 17 drivers in the Season 35 playoffs. Here we go, downhill for the final time into the kink. Will she hold on in the kink in this round? Here we go. Might be the last chance for Russell for 51 to gain ground, and the 51 gets loose on the last lap. McShane just went around as well in the kink with Marcus Sachi as well, and I think that's more than enough of what Russell really needed. How about that? Final corners for Brianna Russell, and she's not going to have any contest behind her. Here she comes. Brianna Russell comes off the final turn to win the Pinty's 400 at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park and locks herself in the playoffs. What a win for Brianna Russell. How about that? A dominating performance capped off with a thrilling overtime finish. The 10 car wins it, and she's in the Season 35 Pokemon Cup playoffs. So congrats to Brianna Russell on becoming the 17th different winner of the 18th different winner, I should say, this season. The 17th to lock herself in the playoffs. And the one winner that didn't lock himself in the playoffs is Pichu, since he's ineligible, since he is one of my own drivers. So, Brianna Russell, the 18th different winner of Season 35 in the Pokemon Cup Series. Boy, was it a chaotic last lap. My gosh, it was a real chaotic last lap at the very end. But Brianna Russell, though, was able to hold on for the race win over a hard-charging Joseph Romanuk, who actually spun on the kink at the last lap, which really pretty much locked up the win for Brianna Russell here in the Pokemon Cup Series. Oh wow, and I almost forgot to mention, I believe this is her first career win. I never even knew that it was her first career win in the series. Huh. I thought she had 1 or 2 wins in the series before, but very surprisingly, this is her first career win. Wow. Okay, yeah, I was just searching up where she won in the series, and it looks like Brianna Russell got her first career win here today. Never knew that. Wow. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this race, and we will see you guys next weekend at Bikerneki in Latvia. A thrilling race coming up at the very unknown road course, and we will see you guys next time as we head to Europe for the next 2 races. Latvia is coming up. And also the Truck and National Series will both be heading to Denver Motorsports Park, their first 2 races at the track. And Denver was recently made by Action Pack Tracks, who actually also made Sawmill, Orlando, and other tracks in this series. So they made another impressive track called Denver. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a brand new super speedway. We're going to give it a try next weekend, and we'll run alongside the Cup Series race at Bikernecki. So World Tour will continue along with the other 2 series, and you don't want to miss any other race So anyway, hope you enjoyed this race, so we'll see you guys next weekend.